Well, more rain showers blanketing now our viewing area today. Taking a live look here over downtown Monroe right now. Very dark in that area. Lots of clouds in the sky. But will the rain now move out heading into the evening? Let's talk about it with meteorologist Andrew Brightman. So, Andrew, you're tracking the conditions right now. What's the big concern at this hour?
Still the potential for a little bit of isolated flash flooding across portions of the Sandhills where we do have those flood watches that go through this evening. But generally, slowly, we're going to start drying out across the Carolinas, not just later today, but throughout the rest of the week. And the cloud cover, the rainfall has been one of the reasons it's been so cool. Only 69 degrees right now. All the heat we were talking about last week seems like a distant memory. Northeasterly winds about 10 miles an hour, still keeping that cool wedge. That's been a major theme here across the Carolinas as well. A little bit drier up at Beach Mountain. They still got the low cloud cover, but not seeing the amount of rainfall like what we've been seeing across central and eastern portions of the Carolinas. So pinpoint radar still got that heavy rainfall down around Monroe, just to the south of Monroe, right along the border here. But just want to talk about how much some of the rainfall that we've seen over the past few days really has been impressive. It has just been a soaking 3 days here. Let's pull up some of the 3-day rain totals across portions of the Carolinas. Really off to the south and east of Charlotte. It'll give you a little bit of an idea here. Just to the west of Rock Hill, we were dealing with some of the flooding conditions. Over 6-7 inches of rain over just the past 3 or so days. Why we've been so concerned about the flood potential then as we get towards Albemarle. You guys, over the past 3 days, over 5.5 inches of rain. It has been very, very wet across the Carolinas, and slowly we're going to start to dry out here. Now, clouds and radar on a macro level, a little bit drier weather off to our west. This is what's trying to move in to the central Carolinas and should have at least a little bit of success here as we go throughout the second half of your week. Temperatures right now across the southeast, we're dealing with the clouds and rainfall, obviously still very much on the cool side. 70 in Columbia, 75 in Atlanta, and then as we start to get out of the cool air wedge, 86 in Nashville. One of the few times you'll see Nashville more than 15 degrees warmer in summer than what we have right now in the QC. So Futurecast shows the wet weather moving out. Should see drier conditions begin to move in later on this afternoon, even down in the Sandhills. We still got the cloud cover as we go through the overnight hours, pushing into your Thursday morning. A lot of low cloud cover, probably going to see a little bit of patchy fog as well across the Carolinas. This is 10 a.m. Thursday morning. Still dealing with the clouds, still keeping us on the cooler side, though a little bit of a bounce with our temperatures as we head throughout the second half of your Thursday. Also noticeably drier. Not expecting the amount of rainfall. Might see an isolated shower, but nothing like what we've seen over the past few days. Heading into your Thursday evening, still have the cool wedge. Notice the clouds moving northeast to southwest through the Carolinas, so that's why our temperatures still aren't cranking back up just yet across the region. Heading into your Friday morning, it's more of the same temperatures in the 60s to start. Still a lot of cloud cover with that northeasterly breeze moving through the region and maybe a pop-up shower in the afternoon. But I think increasingly likely the second half of the week does look fairly dry here across the region. Most of this 1 to 2 inches has already fallen here. Still might see some places down in the Sandhills they'll pick up another inch or so of rain. Here's the latest in the tropics. Still watching potential development. Some of the reason we've been seeing the wet weather has been a trough of low pressure off the eastern seaboard. 40% chance of development, but even the forecast models that do develop this into a tropical system take it away from the Carolina coast. A pretty similar path to what we're seeing from Dexter. Also watching now likely tropical development out in the central Atlantic Ocean. I will say if we do get development out of this system, while it should stay away from the East Coast mainland here, this could be our candidate for our first hurricane of the season. Your pinpoint 7-day forecast here, watching more wet weather on the way later today, especially down in the Sandhills. But then we start to dry out and looking a little bit drier here as we make our way towards the weekend.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.